Greetings everybody. I thought that now I would share the story of the spices in a video because I'm in such a beautiful place in Kirstenbosch Gardens in the Cape, sitting in the forest. Yeah, so I just prepared cacao a few days ago with the dark moon on the 6th, just before the dark moon, as the light was fading. And the last light, and the spices spoke very clearly of, once again, as we know, big change, big shift, firing in of very high frequency light and information and consciousness from the north, from that place of the great mystery where we've never been before. Really awakening the four streams of power, the four faces of God, of creation, working together with manifest reality, with this three-dimensional plane, which has got, the way that it works. Very, very beautiful. And from the heart, from the center of our beings, from the heart and through our heart songs, through our beating of our hearts, the beating, the sound through which all of our genetics, all of our ancestry, all of our soul experience, the meeting of all that we are, beats and sounds and resonates into the universe, creating a universe, one sound, centered here, centered on the earth. When we're in harmony and resonating well, then together with the earth's heartbeat, with all that is, etc., etc. So emerging from this space, which is truly receiving a massive influx of energy and cleaning, fiery cleaning, fire. It can be chaos, it can feel like it's burning, we're being cooked, cleaning very much the past, cleaning the patterning of the past. So really like an invitation to work with this fire, to work with it, to observe it, not to manipulate it too much, to listen to it and observe it. And really from that place of the heart, from that place of centeredness with a desire for balance, a desire for joy, a desire for love. It's choosing. We must choose these things if we would like to exist in harmony with all that is and with ourselves. Yeah. So very, very beautiful, strong medicine coming through. The very first thing that went down with the spices and the storytelling that was revealed in the moment was turmeric, which is yellow, the yellow of will, the yellow brick road that goes to the emerald city, of the divine, the golden emerald goddess frequencies, beautiful, of the heart. And so the yellow went down, if you see the pictures, it went down in a very stable based pyramidal structure with a loop at the top. So really speaking about that energy, that shift that's coming through and firing to really chew on everything and draw our energy back into ourselves rather than exploding and vomiting it all over the place. Rather than just releasing it out into the universe, to utilize every bit of consciousness that shifts within us and through us, to receive every message and blessing, every challenge. It is a blessing to receive it into our being, into our awareness, into our field, into our bodies. It is nurturing, it is food. It is food to strengthen the communication between our wills and our highest will. The will that lives in this body, that's expressed through this face, through these eyes, through this mouth, through these hands, and the feet that walk on the path that I choose. To really draw in, take the food from everything, loop it back into our systems. Even ecstasy, loop it back into our systems. Yeah, on a very stable base. So we also have got this assistance right now, the assistance of a really stable base. The choosing has been done. It's for many of us, we've already chosen, and we've been actively working and walking the path. So there is a stable base, and to remember that as well. Sometimes it may not seem very stable because of all of this fire that's going on. So there's also, when the cinnamon came in, she came in with bringing this assistance to turn that fiery frequency of shift and change and let go, let go, let go. And open up and burn and reveal and cook those old issues, cook that ancestral stuff, cook it so that it can be ready to serve, so that we can be ready to serve. So the cinnamon came in a way of assisting to bring in the new light of every moment in a way that we can digest it more easily in all aspects of our being, centered in our fields, and also in a way of turning that fiery energy into wings, into wings that can allow us to soar free, to soar, to rise up and look from another perspective, to soar free. Yeah. So yeah, beautiful. Then later what came into the cacao was laurel, the leaf from the tree, and also rose, marosa, the petals. And so it was interesting because it's the first time that I've put laurel into the cacao. She's asked for it many times, and usually I pray into the laurel and give it frequencies and sing to it, because laurel has got a really beautiful ability to continue to resonate our prayers and intentions out into the universal field, and into our fields when we work with it in ceremony. So this time it asked me to just put it in clean and pure with nothing inside, just like that. So, and the rose went there, and rose is a very beautiful and powerful initiator. She's gentle. She draws in even the most hardcore stuff into her soft petals with her sweetness, and just transforms it and grounds it and roots it and repatterns it. So we've got a lot of assistance, and there's a real deep and strong invitation to pray, to set intention, to sing our song, to sing the song of our will, in a grounded way. Then the day after I made the cacao, it was the 7th fire, and we were doing 7th fire ceremony in the medicine wheel in my Makusini garden. And I think the strongest thing that came out for me that I'd like to share with you was really like, the fire showed very clearly that there are things, gifts and tools, fuel for warmth, for spirit, for growth, for dynamic action, for transformation, that will open up more growth and more gifts inside us, which we have been given already, which we have found. Maybe we've just tasted it. Maybe you've just tasted it, or just smelled it, or seen it, or there's something that's just kind of like tapping on your shoulder. Somebody's mentioned something, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. So these gifts, these tools that we have received, we haven't fully integrated yet. So it's important to remember that there is stuff that we are still in need of integrating and to do the work. At the same time as standing on the shore of the ocean with huge big waves of change coming towards us, poof, 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 washing us again and again and again and again. Everything's moving really fast now, and yet we have got this gift where we are able now to stand on a solid base, to stand in peace and greet the waves and do what we need to do, act, because it's like fire now. We got to do what we got to do now. There's no more compromise. There's no more putting it off for tomorrow. It's like today. Yeah, staunch, strong times these. And at the same time, we've got assistance to digest, to chew on, to go to fully receive those gifts, those tools which have revealed themselves to us, that are important for us to take in, to do the work of tooling, of opening, of rearranging, and whatever the tools do inside us, inside our fields, inside our consciousness, inside our ancestry, inside the body-soul communication process, to open up, that the healing waters can flow more easily while the big waves of change are we can stand in peace. Just keep looping. Each time one of these waves comes, we do what we got to do, loop it back in. Stable base, grounded. Yeah, okay. So these are the blessings from the spices. There's a lot of shift, a lot of light, a lot of assistance. We can do this thing, and we are doing this thing. And yeah, we're at the edge of the ocean. It's good vibes, it's good vibes. The earth, the landscape is being reshaped. Hallelujah. Okay, have a beautiful day.